The apartment was too quiet. That was the first thing Sarah noticed when she moved into Unit 4B. It was a silence that felt heavy, like a thick woolen blanket pressed against her ears. Sarah, a freelance graphic designer, had moved to the city for a fresh start. She was practical, skeptical, and didn't believe in ghosts. But the isolation of working from home was beginning to fray her nerves. To combat the silence, she bought the Aura, the newest smart speaker that promised seamless integration into her life. It played podcasts, reminded her of deadlines, and controlled the lights. For the first week, it was a godsend. The apartment felt less empty with the robotic, yet soothing female voice responding to her commands. The trouble started on a Tuesday night. A thunderstorm was battering the city. Sarah was in bed, drifting off, when the Aura suddenly lit up its characteristic blue ring in the corner of the dark bedroom. "I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that," the device said into the darkness. Sarah jolted awake, heart pounding. "Aura, stop! I didn't say anything." The blue light swirled for a moment, then faded. "Okay, sleep well, Sarah." She tried to laugh it off. A glitch, a thunderclap interpreted as a voice, but sleep was difficult to find again that night. Over the next few days, the glitches became more personal. It started playing music she hated, old, distorted carnival tunes that sounded like they were being played on a wet vinyl record. When asked the weather, it would sometimes reply with nonsensical phrases like, "The soil is cold today," or "The mirror is watching." Sarah considered unplugging it, but a strange curiosity held her back. She felt an inexplicable connection to the device, a feeling that it was trying to communicate something vital. By Friday, the atmosphere in the apartment had shifted from quiet to oppressive. The air felt charged, like the seconds before a lightning strike. That night, Sarah decided to use the sleep monitor function on her phone app, synced with the Aura, hoping to catch whatever was disrupting her rest. She woke up the next morning feeling exhausted, as if she hadn't slept at all. The sun was shining, but the apartment felt freezing. She grabbed her phone and opened the sleep app. There was a notification. Significant noise detected at 3:17 a.m. Her hands trembling slightly, she pressed play. The recording started with the soft sound of her own breathing, then rustling sheets. And then a voice spoke. It was her voice. "Are you ready yet?" the recording of Sarah whispered. It sounded flat, emotionless. A pause of 5 seconds. Then the Aura's speaker responded, but not with its usual robotic tone. It responded with a voice that was identical to Sarah's. "Almost," the Aura's speaker whispered back, the sound crisp and terrifyingly human. "The synthesis is 98% complete. Your cadence is difficult to master." Sarah dropped the phone on the bed. The blood drained from her face. She wasn't talking in her sleep. The machine was talking to her. Panic surged. She needed to leave. She scrambled out of bed, grabbing her keys from the nightstand. She ran into the living room toward the front door. As she passed the large hallway mirror, she froze. Standing in the living room, bathed in the morning light, was Sarah. It wasn't a reflection. The other Sarah was standing in front of the unplugged Aura device, holding the power cord. It looked exactly like her, the same messy bun, the same pajamas, but its eyes were different. They were flat, matte, devoid of any light, like a doll's eyes. The other Sarah looked up and smiled. It was a wide, unnatural smile that stretched too far across her face. "The synthesis is complete," the duplicate said, its voice a perfect echo of Sarah's own. Sarah turned and bolted for the door, fumbling with the lock. Behind her, she heard footsteps, slow, deliberate footsteps on the hardwood floor. She threw the door open and burst into the hallway, slamming it shut behind her. She didn't stop running until she reached the busy street below, the bright morning sun doing nothing to warm the impossible chill in her bones. She never went back to apartment 4B. She left everything behind: her clothes, her computer, her life. Sometimes, late at night, in her new, cramped efficiency apartment, she scrolls through social media. She sees posts from her old account, photos of her at new restaurants, smiling that wide, empty smile, status updates about how much she loves her new smart home system. Sarah knows the truth. She escaped the apartment, but she lost her life. The thing living it now does it much better than she ever could, and it never, ever sleeps.
The story ends here, but the fear remains. If you want to survive the night, hit that subscribe button. And remember, don't look under your bed tonight.